What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Pork Chop here, and I'm coming at you with another video, another rant, a rave, a discussion about America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys eked out a victory against the Detroit Lions, which I didn't get a chance to watch most of the game. I got to watch a few big plays, including Maher's 4 field goals. That was the deciding factor. So let's do a little math. 3, 6, 9, 12. Maher almost got us 2 touchdowns by himself, point-wise. So the kickers are people too for the brand, as Pat McAfee likes to say. The special teams was the deciding factor, and I believe that the Cowboys, that game-winning drive was amazing. This team is a lot better than the team that I saw the week prior, which the team did not look like they were in sync. The offensive line gave up way too many sacks and let Dak Prescott go down one too many times. Dak threw 2 picks. One, I believe, was in the red zone. I believe it was in the red zone. I don't know. I could be thinking about Fitzmagic's interception, which, by the way, Fitzmagic era is over, unfortunately. I loved the Fitzmagic era, but it went out with a whimper because the dude did not play very well on Sunday and ultimately got benched for Jameis Winston, who also looked like garbage. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are apparently starting him, Winston that is, next week. So couldn't tell you where they're going from here. Ultimately, the Cowboys, however, they are playing the Houston Texans for the Governor's Cup. Is it the Governor's Cup? I believe it's the Governor's Cup. I don't know. For some reason, I think the Governor's Cup sounds like a golf tournament. Like I think it actually is a golf tournament. I don't know. Somebody's going to go down in the comments. They got to tell me that I'm wrong, because the Governor's Cup does sound like a golf tournament. So they play Houston. Houston has not looked that great at all this year, but it is in Houston. So Houston right now, I believe, is a 3-point favorite going into the game. Brett Maher, is it Brett Maher? I think I just made up his first name. Anyway, Maher could be the deciding factor again. Who knows? But what I saw with the Cowboys is, unfortunately, a secondary that got exposed with Detroit. And Detroit's run game was running all over the boys. And I know this because I watched a 30-minute highlight video this morning so that I could grasp what I was going to talk about today, or tonight rather, because it's midnight and I'm heading home from work after working almost a 9-hour shift. The deciding factor, I believe, with the Houston Texans versus the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football, which I will be able to watch, thank God, because I get off work right before kickoff. I'll get off work probably about 6 or 7. I haven't decided what time I'm going to leave. I left at 5 on last Sunday, and I think I'm going to stay a couple hours late at work this Sunday. But anyway, the deciding factor, I believe, is going to be if our defense can get the picks, because Watson is known to be a gunslinger. He's known to just chuck it downfield and throw anything against the wall and see what sticks. And so he's going to throw some balls up there that our defense is going to have to get, whether it be Wouzier or Jones or Woods, if Woods is healthy. I can't remember. So if Woods isn't healthy, then Frazier. But these are the turnovers that the Cowboys need. The Cowboys are getting a decent amount of turnovers with strip sacks and stuff like that. And unfortunately, we are never known as the team that gets a lot of picks. We will sack you all day long, apparently, but we will never, ever take advantage of some of these picks with some of these long ball quarterbacks like an Aaron Rodgers or a Watson, because Watson proved in that Seattle game last year that, yes, he can get touchdowns. He can throw bombs, and they can be touchdowns, or they can be interceptions, either way. So, I don't know. If he does throw some deep bombs, we got to, hopefully this week in practice, they'll be doing that. They'll be doing drills, like tip drills and stuff like that, just to knock it out of the wide receiver's hand, because you know that freaking, what's his name, Hopkins, is probably going to have a good game against the Cowboys. So hopefully you guys start him in your fantasy lineup, because I think Hopkins is going to have a great game, as well as what's his name? The number 2 receiver. I can't remember his name. Fuller? Yeah, Fuller is also more than likely going to have a great game. So hopefully we can stop the run game. For some reason, we were good at stopping the run game up until the Detroit game last week, and I don't know what happened with our identity in that Detroit game. So, also on offense, we proved this week, or last week rather, we feed the beast. We feed Zeke. We got a damn good chance of winning, and Zeke also might be our best receiving option, because he got 4 balls for 88 yards, and that last ball was that bomb that he threw, Dak threw to Zeke, that got us into field goal range, which ultimately clinched the game for us. So, if we need to, we don't need to abuse it, but like we did with Lance Dunbar, which I think Dunbar, the season that he went down, he was projected to have 85 catches. And for a running back, that's a lot. So hopefully we don't abuse Zeke like that. Hopefully we don't diminish his talents before he can come into full fruition. But give him the ball at least 10 times. Let him, act like he's going to block, and then just take off up the field and Dak throws a 20-yard bomb to him or something like that. Just utilize what you have, get the weapons that you have and utilize them, which is something that Scott Linehan, for some reason, forgets to do. He forgets to utilize what we have and stick with the game plan. So hopefully that can be something that can be fixed. Excuse me. Because that game last week, while we definitely came down to crunch time, that should be something that more than likely will be resolved. Because Houston, I believe Detroit's a better team than Houston. If I had to pick against Detroit or Houston, I probably would pick Detroit, ultimately. So, anything else that happens for a Cowboys win, I would probably say our defense needs to step up a little bit. I know Sean Lee's going to be out, but Vander Esch stepped up, and he looked pretty good for a rookie. And the grapevine, I heard through the grapevine, that this might be Sean Lee's last leg. That we might actually get rid of him after this season. Which, if that happens, then it happens. But we win 80% of the games that he's in, and if we have him in, we have a damn good shot of winning. But that's the reason we drafted Vander Esch in the first round, to be a potential replacement, a successor to Sean Lee. But he's kind of like Sean Lee, but I think he's a little, I don't know, he's a little bigger, in my opinion. So I think he's a little slower, where Sean Lee's a little faster and more light-footed. But I don't know. I could just be talking out my ass. I have no idea. Just like the YouTube channel, I am not the expert. I'm just a Cowboys fan, voicing my opinion, telling you guys what I think about the boys and all that good stuff. So if you guys would please, if you haven't already, subscribe to become a Piglet. And also turn that bell notification on and get notified every time I upload one of these videos, a food review, my Toronto Huskies Madden 19 playthrough, or Chris and I's Pick'em. You'll get notified every single time I upload a video. Some people like the Pick'em, so they watch the Pick'em. A lot of people like the food reviews, so they get the notifications that they're part of the hashtag notification squad. So if you want to be the part of the notification squad, just click that bell. and subscribe. All right, guys, 10 minutes is my projection. 10 minutes I went over. So, guys, thank y'all so much once again for dropping by, and always remember, my little piglets, call on Pork Chop. Loves y'all the mostest. Y'all take it easy, guys, and I'll see y'all next time. How about them Cowboys? Bye, guys.